Good morning, everyone. It's Phil.tyne again here from CCA. I'm a business consultant with Collection Consultancy Australia. It's early morning here, 31st of March here in Brisbane. We are all in lockdown. However, I wanted to do this video to help my clients. And if this is a situation you've found yourself in or are in at the moment, please reach out to me. My details are either up here in the top of the corner, or you can reach me down here in the details of this video, and just reach out via email. I want to talk about when a client of yours goes into bankruptcy. It's one of those things where it's always a shock. It's always a concern to the business, and but there are a couple of other things that I need to bring your attention to. So I've been doing this for about 3.5, 4 years now, and it still surprises me how many people leave this to chance. They don't take this very seriously. However, I will cover it off a little bit more in depth, if you contact me. But here's an overview, and this will hopefully help you in the event that one of your clients goes into liquidation, A, owing you money, or B, having paid you money. So let's get right into it. So there's three situations. One of them is that you've heard a rumor where maybe one of your colleagues or one of your other clients has mentioned that maybe a mutual customer is having some financial difficulty. So we'll talk about what to do about that. The second one is that your client has gone into administration, or thirdly, your customer has gone into liquidation and you've received a liquidation notice from a liquidator. So let's go through each one of those sections. So you've heard a rumor that customers that's struggling financially, and you look at your accounts and you find that they owe you an amount of money, or B, they owe you a substantial amount of money, or C, they've paid everything they owe you, and you sort of have a bit of a sigh of relief. Well, it's important that you understand that if you've been paid a significant amount of money by a company that's gone into liquidation, or going into liquidation, or is struggling, you must, if you can, try to help yourself by using the PPSR. Now, to use the PPSR, you can reach out to us here at CCA, or B, you can make sure that your client has signed your terms of trade, and look to have that client registered. Now, however, if the client is under financial duress, you are at risk of, when they go into liquidation, you're at risk of having a liquidator knock on your door and ask for all the money you've been paid back. So I can't emphasize enough that this is the time, not when the customer's under duress, but now. Look at your books, look at your accounts, and and look at your large customers that spend a lot of money with you, and draw a line in the sand and say, okay, well, I'm not comfortable paying back $5,000. Some people it might be $50,000, but fundamentally, we all have a line that we don't want to cross. So if you've got customers that have paid you significant amounts of money that you want to mitigate having to pay them back, now is the time to start looking at that. So what do you do when a customer's gone into liquidation? Well, a lot of the times the first thing you know about it is you get that liquidation notice from a liquidator. And sadly, if you're an unsecured creditor, there are two things that can happen. But one is you're very, very unlikely to get any money back from the liquidation. And so the money that you're owed may never be recovered. Two, you may also have been asked, as I said before, that you may be asked for the money back. Now, one of the smart people, if they've got a terms of trade, they've utilised the terms of trade. They may have even asked for a director's guarantee, and they've put the director guarantee as a guarantor on the PPSR, and now they can actually, start talking to the director in looking at ways to get them to pay them directly outside of the business, rather than within the business. So having a director's guarantee is also a very good step to take if you want to protect yourself against a customer going into liquidation. Now, this is not an insurance policy. The PPSR isn't an insurance policy. Now, you will have people contact you that do debtors insurance. So just make sure that within that debtors insurance, they protect you for preferential payments. They might protect you for the 20,000, 30,000, 10,000 that the customer owes you at the time they go into liquidation. But do they protect you for all the money the customer has paid you in the previous 6 months? Liquidators, they'll ask for that back, and then can you make a claim on that insurance? The best way to protect yourself is have a perfected PPSR on the PPSA register or the PPS register. So that's where CCA can help you. We want to help you. It's very cost effective to do a PPSR registration, or a PPS registration is only the price of a cup of coffee. Virtually $8, $10. It's not an expensive exercise, but get it done by a professional company that's going to help you make sure it's correct. They review your terms of trade, make sure you've got all the right clauses, because you don't want to have a false sense of security by having a PPSR in place that you've done yourself without the right information in place, or without the right documentation signed in place. And that's very important. You need to have a credit application, or a signed client information form, or even a signed quote to say that the customer has actually read and understood your terms of trade. So go back one step. If you have got a situation right now that a liquidator or a customer has gone into liquidation, by all means, reach out to me either up here on the link, or B down below. And it may be something I can't do anything about right now, but let's prepare to make sure that this never happens again. Because once bitten, twice shy. But a lot of companies don't think there's anything they can do. And once you get your legals in place, once you've got the proper legal system in place, the process is a simple and painless one. Get your customers to sign your documents. Use, as I said, a company like ours to secure yourself on the PPSR. Make sure it's correct. Make sure it's legally binding. And look to become a secured creditor, or even have a director, have a grantor from a director as well. Next steps. Well, next steps are, don't let it happen again. Simply, reach out to us here at CCA. We want to help, as I said before, and the best help we can possibly provide is equip your business to take these steps. Because at the end of the day, some people cannot take the step of becoming a secure creditor. They just don't have the necessary, tools that are in place. Now, imagine a terms of trade as being a toolkit, and if you're a mechanic and you've got a toolkit beside you, you've got all that you need to do for any job. Well, tools of trade are very similar to that. Imagine if you reached down and you needed a tool, and your tool bag's empty. That's what happens when you don't have a signed terms of trade, or an accepted terms of trade with your customers. Your toolkit is very, very sparse, and you need to equip yourself with all the tools that can help you when you're running a business. So once again, like my page. That'd be good, fantastic. I appreciate that. B, get in contact with us up here, or email me in the details below, and I will help you in the most proactive way we possibly can. Or at least, to help you in some respect understand the process. We're all here to help you. So just reach out, and we will speak to you soon.